Hi all, a little bit of a different video coming at you today, and that is we have a kind of a mini project going on, so I thought I would take and show you that. We're slowly getting ready for a winter around here. And then also thought, since it's fall and it's gorgeous, my favorite time of year, I thought we would take you around beautiful, wonderful, wild and wonderful West Virginia and show you what fall looks like here, because it's gorgeous. And then lastly, I thought I would show you a few of my, I guess, newest, latest knitting obsessions, so a few knitted projects for you all. Hope you enjoy. But first, in case you are new around here, here's a quick introduction as to who we are.
Hi there. We're Matt and Stacy. We recently bought an off-grid property in beautiful West Virginia. We've been busy making this property our own little slice of paradise, adding in a few modern conveniences, having fun learning all of the construction trades, and converting a pole barn into our future home. This channel is about my passion for painting with a torch and wax, and about our passion for adventure and taking risks. Consider subscribing and join this creative community. And don't forget, hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying the video. We found a few more logs down and trees down around the property, so we're just going to cut them up and split them and get a little bit more firewood ready for this winter. More firewood, another about rack and a half here, if you can see in this light. Not the best lighting in here, but I think we might be set for the winter. And now that we have plenty of wood to burn inside, we're going to turn our attention to our outdoor fire pit area and get that wood under cover and organized using a bunch of stuff that we had lying around, like some leftover barn wood doors and some free pallets that we got from a local supplier just down the road from us.
This is going to be fixed where it is there.
I don't think this is safety first here.
I've learned from the best.
And just like that, the wood shed is built up here, and we need to restack the firewood into it, get it all organized. And through the magic of a video, the firewood is now stacked. Unfortunately, we did have one small little incident. We disturbed a little guy. I'm so sorry, buddy. He's got babies too, or she's got babies. I know, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, we're going to let this little gal and her babies find a new home. And now we're going to take you along on a little road trip here in wonderful West Virginia. Enjoy the fall colors. The Pawpaw Tunnel is part of the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal, and according to the nps.gov, which I will link down below if you're interested in visiting the area, it's really pretty. But anyways, the Pawpaw Tunnel is one of the most significant engineering features on the canal. To save 6 building miles of canal along the river, the C&O Canal Company decided to construct a tunnel through a steep topographic ridge now called Tunnel Hill. When work began on the tunnel in 1836, the builders estimated the project would be completed within 2 years. The tunnel actually required 14 years to complete. Can you imagine 14 years? Anyways, this was due to labor issues, violence, funding shortfalls, work stoppages, and the challenge of digging a 3,118-foot tunnel through the hard, loose shale. The tunnel opened in October 1850, with rock slides continuing to be a challenge throughout the tunnel's history. Today, when you plan your visit to the Pawpaw Tunnel, bring a flashlight. The video really doesn't show how dark it is in the tunnel. We actually used our phone flashlights, but if you have a better flashlight, I'd highly recommend it. You can really kind of look at the different holes in the tunnel. There's rope burns, there's rub rails, and then there's these really cool brass plates that mark every 100 feet, kind of bringing the tunnel's history to life. So definitely check the place out if you're ever in the Pawpaw area, which technically this is in Maryland, but it is right on the border of West Virginia. So thought I would include it in our fall West Virginia travels. Now let's head back home, where you will also see the creatures around here are enjoying the wood storage area as well.
Alright all, I hope you liked that portion of the video. The next portion is all about knitting and the knitting rabbit hole that I've gone down. I've strayed away a bit from socks and have kind of switched gears now, so let me flip the camera around and show you. I have gone down a rabbit hole of knitting hats lately. This is the first hat I knitted, which I'm calling Matt's Yoda hat because of the colors in it. And this hat is the Sockhead Slouch Hat by Kelly McClear. How's it fit?
Like an experiment.
It looks good.
It's a little chilly.
I'll keep knitting then.
Keep going.
Okay. And I should say, I'll try to remember to link all of these patterns, hats, things like that down below in the description in case you're a knitter and haven't heard of them and want to take a look at these patterns. Right, the next hat is the Musselboro hat by Isolde Teague. And this does not look like a hat, but basically one end folds into the other and it's reversible. It's really pretty cool. One of the really nice things about this hat is because it folds inside each other, it's double layered, so it's nice and toasty warm. And then if you fold up the brim, it's actually quadruple layered around your ear, so really quite nice and toasty. And I should say I'm calling this my Ohio and Pittsburgh hat because this is an Ohio yarn dyer, Destination Yarns. So this is kind of like fall in Ohio. It's called Fall Run. I don't know if it's still available, but pretty cool. And then panning over to this side, this is a color inspired by the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh Penguins and Pittsburgh, what's the Pirates? The name escaped me there, Pirates. So anyways, this is my Ohio Pittsburgh hat, or like Matt said, it could be also called the Rust Belt hat. All right, and then the last hat is still a work in progress, as you can see. Needles are still on here. This is also going to be a muscle burl hat, but I'm attempting to do a ribbed brim, and I did a slightly different cast on, all, just trying to learn all the basics of knitting, working on these hats and socks too, but hats this time around. So anyway, so the yarn for this hat is, this gray is from Galveston, Texas, from our trip out west. So that's what these gray stripes are. And then the rest of them are just leftover yarn scraps, some from socks. This one was from socks. This is from a different other project. And they're just various different indie yarn dyers that I'm using those scraps up for. But I have the whole second half of this hat to go. And I decided to switch gears to hats because it's getting colder around here, and I thought it would be a good way to practice my knitting and also have a usable item as the finished result. So just trying to practice different knitting techniques. If any of you are knitters and have, I want to do some textured knitting next perhaps. So if any of you have some patterns that you would recommend for some textured knitting, I would love to hear from you. Let me know down there below in the comments if you have any suggestions. So anyways, hope you enjoyed that portion of the video. And I think this is where I'm going to leave you for this video. I will kind of just insert some images of our campfires that we've been having as it's getting cooler and colder out here. Getting outside still and enjoying those. But if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Truly does help me out. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, and let me know down there below in the comments if you have any questions or just want to say hi. I'd love to hear from you. All right, thanks again, guys. Bye for now.